It's a good win. Anytime you get a conference win against a very tough, well-coached team, physical team, it's a good win. Those guys went to the lash extremely hard, and my initial impression was that we did not play as well as I would like. But the truth is, when you look at the stat sheet and you look at the game and you think about the game and kind of go through it, we really did play pretty well. 24 assists on 28 baskets. We outscored them almost 20 points in the paint. You know, there's only two exceptions to how we play, to playing well, and that was our rebounding, which was absolutely atrocious, and then our free throw shooting. We didn't get there enough, which I can't figure out why, but we didn't get there enough. And then we did get there, we didn't make them. We were 8 for 16, and we've got too good a shooting team to be 8 for 16 from the free throw line. And then, you know, rebounding, we've been a good rebounding team, especially on the defensive end all year. Tonight we weren't, and I don't know, part of it's credit to them and their aggressiveness and their athleticism and toughness, but a lot of it, we were just not quite as quick to the ball in our first game back as I'd like to be. So, but when you look at the stats, there's a lot of good things in there. It's a win. We need to grow on it, keep getting better. I thought some guys, you know, I thought Kurt had a great bounce-back game. I thought Courtney had a very good second half after having a mediocre first half. I thought Mason gave us some. There were some positives there that we need to continue to grow on and get better, and I think we will. But you know, you can never take for granted a win. It's a good win.
Kurt, you saw the rebound. What was going through your head?
Got to score it. You know, it's pretty much just. I knew I wanted to crash. I knew it was the chance. Probably would miss offensive. I would be on the weak side. Just how we set up the play and drew it up. So I knew I had a chance to get a board, and I kind of figured nobody would box out because it would be the heat of the moment. So when I seen Courtney keep it alive, I rushed in there and just finished it.
And of course, I mean, Coach, I think it ended up being a lot closer than you guys would have liked, but a win's still a win.
Oh yeah, I'm happy. I mean, you got to be happy with the win. You know, I don't think I look at the stat. We shot 52%, 36% from the three. They shot 39 and 23%. I mean, we had fewer turnovers. I mean, we had a chance to kind of extend it, and we didn't. And a lot of it was free throw shooting, and then we had some untimely turnovers and some rebounding. And you know, it's good. It's good to grow. It's good. You got to win some games when you don't have your A game. We didn't have it tonight. You got to win some games like that. The one thing I've always said these guys do is they figure it out. Like we didn't run the play great, but we did. Courtney Alexander was in the right spot when the shot went up. Kurt went and crashed like a veteran guy does and waited for he knows the second shot beats you more than the first shot, and Courtney did his job, kept it alive for him, and he did his job and put it in the basket for our team. But you know, as I look, and I'm looking forward to watching the film tonight, and then we'll go over it tomorrow as a team. My impression is once I've got it, other than rebounding and free throws, we did some things pretty darn well. And, you know, we got to step up the free line, hit free. We're too good a shooting team not to be good free throw shooters. And you know, we've been shooting them a lot. I may not shoot any tomorrow because we've been shooting them all the time in practice, and that didn't work. So just let them relax and go shoot them on their own. So you know, this guy's going to be an 80% free throw shooter. He's 1 for 4 tonight. And he's right at 78 right now in the season, aren't you? And, you know, AJ and those are our two best free throw shooters by the number. We're 2 for 7 between those two guys. So, you know, first game back's hard. Your last game before break and your first game back after break are always tough. I'm thankful for the win. We're extremely blessed to have won the game. We'll figure out a way to be better hopefully on Saturday. But you know, I'm looking forward to moving forward with these guys.
That's actually a good transition to my next question for Kurt. It's almost like 2 games in like the last 2.5 weeks. How does that affect it? Well, how do you feel like the team rebounded from that much time off?
I think we did well for what we had and the time that we had off and coming off the break. So I think us just being veterans, we got it together. And in the game, we gave it up a little bit, but we looked at each other and said it's time to win the game. So yeah, coming off kind of tough, the time off. So I think this game helped to get our rhythm back a little bit, and we'll be ready for Saturday.
Coach, I know it's your 100th career win, but probably more importantly, it's the first win of the season in the conference.
Listen, that's great, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm telling you, we have a special group of guys, and they're not perfect, and they're not going to be perfect, but they have a chance because of their character, because of their toughness and their intelligence and their basketball ability, they got a chance to have a really good year. I'm looking forward to coaching them moving forward and going. We've had some good games. We'll take that win. If we had 18, 17 more wins just like it, then we'd be tickled to death. But we'd go in there and complain about rebounding. But if we had 17 more just like it, we'd take it. We're going to try to improve what we got to improve and keep going. I do think the first game back's all. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what's coming your way, and that's going to be a tough thing. Always.
Saturday against Eastern Kentucky, that's going to be another tough test. Of course, every game in the OVC is a tough test.
Yeah, they actually kept us out of 3rd or 4th place last year. We know they got probably what people consider the best NBA prospect in the league in Mayo. They're extremely talented. They attack the offensive glass just like this team does. So, we've got to figure some stuff out there and be a little better on the glass come Saturday. I think we'll play better in that area, but we're gonna have to figure out a defensive game plan for them. The good thing about our guys now is we can kind of adjust each game to game. We have our base, and we can kind of make some adjustments because they're intelligent enough, veteran enough to do that, as a experienced enough, I guess is the right word. And we can make adjustments within the game because of those guys. So it's a good team, and we're tickled death to win. I thought Morehead played very tough and hard physical basketball, just like you'd expect from them. I don't think we always respond to it well, but when I look at the numbers, besides rebounding and free throws, and we were right there. We were up 6-8. We got a chance. We take care of some things, get fouled, hit some free throws. It's a 10-point win instead of a 2-point win. But either way, at the end of the year, they ask you how many, not how, and not how much. So I'm excited about it and just try to keep improving.
All right. Thank you, guys.